Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to a Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key podcast. Now, this is going to be very, very different than other podcasts I've done before. We have with us Dark, Kenshin, and Temp. How's it going, guys?
Very well.
Good.
Thanks.
Good.
As you guys can see above me, whenever they talk, it's going to get green. Now, first of all, you guys already know Temp. He was with me in another podcast. Temp does a lot of math stuff, and you play mostly the JP version, right?
All JP version.
All JP. Kenshin, are you just JP now, or you do global too?
Actually, I am just JP now. I've had someone else take over my North America account.
Sweet. And Dark, you're totally... I remember you went totally JP a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, I'm full time now.
Okay, perfect. So this is what we're going to talk about. You guys are going to know by the title of this podcast what I'm trying to talk about here. Basically, I think only Dark knows everything, because I talked with Dark a couple days ago and we went over a bunch of things. But no, I'm not going to play JP, guys, okay? I'm not switching over to JP. I like being in global, and I like the fact that I can understand what I'm reading. Yes, I did used to play... I used to play the JP months and months ago, but I stopped because it just got frustrating for me having to look for someone to help me with translations and blah, 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 and all stuff. But I have kept an eye, and of course, people are always saying, hey, check this out. There's this new thing in JP. Look at this awesome medal. Look at all this stuff. Now, when I heard that the World of Final Fantasy medals were going to be coming out, I got really excited. When I saw the avatar boards, I love them. I want the avatar boards. I really do want those avatar boards. But when I saw the medals, for the past couple of days at least, there have been tons of people who are asking me, or who keep saying, when do you think these medals are going to come? Now, which is the most powerful one of these? Is it Sora?
Sora.
All right,
Yeah.
let me see if I can't pull up the Sora one. And huge thanks to Temp, because Temp went through and he, you guys, oh wait. He went ahead and he translated all of these for us, which he actually does a lot of translations. There you go. Okay. So there's Sora. Now, I guess, Dark, can you tell me what this medal does?
So it raises and lowers power, speed, and magic, strength and defense by 1 for 3 turns.
3 turns. Are you kidding me?
No, that's right. So it's mainly effective for raids.
Okay. So it's seriously overpowered.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's AoE and it's a tier 5?
Yeah, and it's effective against all types. So you always get the like with BC Mickey, it's neutral against
Yeah.
all types. So it's like you always get the yellow numbers.
Right. Do any of you guys have it gilted?
No.
No?
Unfortunately, not close.
Oh yeah, I saw you were pulling for it again today, weren't you? Or at least trying to get it.
Not today.
Not today? Oh, that was Shy. I was trying to do that. Okay, so boosted, he comes out at 83.98. So he's... Wait, you guys have boosted defense too?
Yeah, all of our new medals now are getting both
What?
strength and defense stat boosted.
Okay. So let me just kind of explain why I'm doing this podcast and why I wanted to talk with these people today. The reason why I asked a couple other people, and I wanted to do this really quick because you can't let too much time pass with this. And unfortunately, several people that I reached out to didn't contact me back, but I wanted to talk with them. This is beyond OP. All right. And as cute as they are, as adorable as they are, guys, I just don't think we are going to get them in global. If they were to release these medals in global, first of all, they would have to be tier 4, because they're not going to release tier 5s if we haven't gotten any tier 5s. And B, it would outclass everything else we have.
break your game.
Yeah, it would beyond break. Okay, we thought that JNS broke the game. No, this medal right here. Wait, what's the damage? One of you guys told me how much damage can this thing do?
I had somebody test it for me. On Sleeping Lion, it hit 77,000 ish, which
Each hit.
Each hit. That's over 600,000 for an AOE. As a shared medal, yeah. As a shared medal, it hit 320,000 always because it's always super effective.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, actually, this medal is even more broken than you think. It's just like, if North America was to get this medal exactly as it exists in JP,
Mm-hmm.
it would outclass medals that you would be getting for the next 8 months.
And see, and again, guys, this is why I want to talk about these medals. This is why I want to talk. And no, again, I am not going to be doing videos about JP. I am not. I'm not going to go over to that side because honestly, this is something I got to tell you guys. There's plenty of people already doing JP content. Okay, you guys want to go check out people doing JP content? There's tons of people out there. Metalcore does it. I actually tried to reach out to him, but I wasn't able to get through to him. And there's a lot of other people who are playing the JP version. You know what? Leave down in the comment if you guys know someone who's doing JP version who you watch all the time. Then please go check them out. Also, Kenshin is part of our multi-stream. He's going to be streaming it. Temp streams it on Twitch. I'm going to leave his link in the description as well. And Dark runs one of the biggest Discord. Your Discord is private though, Dark, right?
No, it's not private anymore.
It's not. Oh, not private. Ooh, it's not private anymore. My. So yeah, if you want to give me a link too, I'll leave that in the description because. Guys, this is the thing about the JP version and probably something that I wish I would have had when I was playing it like a year ago. I wish that the community existed the way it does now because there are streamers and YouTubers playing this game, the JP version of the game. There is Dark's Discord. There are several. We have a secondary channel for the Pigginatti as well. Sorry, Pigginatti 2. Which is run by Ducky, and there is tons of JP stuff on there. If you guys need help to go over to JP, there is tons of knowledge and help out there. That's what I'm trying to help you guys with because a lot of people keep asking if I'm going to play a JP version. No, I've decided to stay in the global just because that's where I am. And I'm not going to go and start trying to go into JP when there's already... Okay, if I play JP, I'm not going to make videos about it. I'm probably not even going to stream it. There's already tons of streamers and YouTubers doing JP content already. And they are awesome, guys. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. They're awesome. But what I wanted to talk about right now is my personal frustrations of why we're not going to get these medals. They can't give them to us. What's another medal that's the new ones that is really kind of broken?
Key Art 7, the double...
Oh, no, the World of Final Fantasy one. Sorry.
World of Final Fantasy, all of them.
All of them?
Much the same, so it just depends what you need.
Okay, let's talk about Cloud. I love how they're called
all one cost too, except for Sora.
No.
Yeah. If you
here's Cloud.
look in your JP Discord,
Uh-huh.
you look at the translations, you'll see that Tama, Squall, and Sephiroth are all the same, except they're just different attributes.
No.
Cloud, Yuna, and Lightning are all the same, except they're just different attributes.
And then Sora is just the one that's special.
Yeah.
The one set aside. Okay, so Cloud can do... What can Cloud do?
Raise the strength of all tiers by 1 tier for 3 turns, and he's super effective against everything.
The 3-tier thing. So these are pretty much designed for raid boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're great on the dual blades like Olympia and Divine Rose because obviously because it's super effective against all types.
Mm-hmm.
So
oh my goodness.
You're getting it good on both attributes.
So this one is tier 4 though.
Yeah, all of them are tier 4 except for Sora.
Except for Sora. So Sora is the only one that's super broken.
Yeah.
And you guys said who told me? Who told me about Christmas Jack Skellington?
That was me.
That was you? What does he do?
He has a 4.6 base multiplier. and he buffs speed attack by 3 tiers for the remainder of the turn.
So he's the only other one that's comparable in the JP version.
In terms of damage,
Uh-huh.
he compares to Ursula, and those two are kind of in their own little level.
And see, they're talking about medals we haven't even begin to have. I mean, I don't know how much you guys keep up with global, but the JP players I've talked with that are mostly JP or all JP, they look at the global version like it's the stuff that we have is just like in the Stone Age compared to JP right now, right?
You guys just got PC Roxas, right?
Yeah, we just did.
Roxas, yeah. I think
And
Castle
he's not
Roxas
even
still
orbed.
has tier 4.
Yeah, we didn't even get him orbed or anything.
He's still a good medal to have, though. He's pretty much a staple in all of your Keyblades, even up to this point.
Even not orbed? I mean, not gilded?
I use him in my Sleeping the Lion, and he's not orbed.
All right, that's good to know. I'm glad I got one then. But yeah, so okay. Are you guys running these new medals?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
So they're
No
they're
doubt.
really effective. They're really special. They actually have increased or raised the level of your guys' game in JP, right?
It's actually scary because I don't know what's coming into the future. Because
Ultra
this is
ultra proud mode.
yeah, this is what they're bringing out. Like it actually, it's kind of curious because they're coming out with multiplayer soon. And I don't
Oh,
know how
yeah.
the damage is going to scale with multiplayer. And now they're coming out with an insanely OP medal at the same time.
How are you going to be? Are you going to be carrying other people, or is everyone going to? Yeah, we're kind of wondering that too. And for a minute there, I actually kind of thought that they were going to release a completely global multi. You know, where we could actually interact with the JP players. But after seeing these, I was like, it's impossible. I mean, unless it forced you guys to use only the medals we have. But even then, some of our medals are better than your guys' medals. Not all of them.
At the same time,
but
if
some.
we do use the same thing you guys have to use,
Uh-huh.
then we'll be using like gilded medals. Like
Exactly.
gilded
Yeah, fully. Yeah. So you would still be carrying us, you know. But it would be interesting. It would be really interesting to see if they were going to do that, unless they, you know. But again, see, and the whole topic of this podcast is why they're not going to release, why they can't release these medals to us. Again, as much as I want them, I want these medals, and I want them because I'm playing World of Final Fantasy, and I think they're adorable, and they are amazing, and they're so cool, and I didn't even know what they could do until now, and it's not fair. You know, it's the medals are not fair. They're overpowered for JP, so if they were to release them in our game, it would make pretty much all other medals irrelevant. Also, how are you guys? You guys pulled medals from, these came in 5, right? Packs of 5?
Yeah.
And you were guaranteed one of them?
Yeah, one
Guaranteed
each pull.
Right. One.
Oh my goodness. And they could come orbed, right?
Yeah, up to I think 3.
Were they guaranteed to be orbed, or could you just be unlucky and pull one with no orbs?
No, guaranteed from 1 to 3.
Guaranteed at least one orb.
So all you needed was a little bit of luck to pull 2 or 3 and you could have one gilded.
That's what it did. I did for Cloud. I managed to pull enough to gilt Cloud and have 2 rerolls.
I'm
How
all
many
I
times did
can
you
say.
pull?
Oh, wow.
For me, I ended up pulling 11 times.
What do you have gilded?
So pulled 11.
The only one that I have gilded at the moment was Cloud. He's the only one I pulled enough of to gilt without making rooms.
Oh, I forgot you guys have making rooms too. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. So yeah, I mean, basically that's why. I mean, I'm trying to answer a question that has been popping up so much for me. And no, I'm not salty, guys. So we're streaming right now in the chat, and we've got about 300 people here. I'm not salty about this because I'm not and again, I'm not salty because I understand the limitations of the global game, as well as how they've shown that they're not going to give us the same game. If they do, it'll be a year in the future or so, because we are technically 8 months behind the game. So in 8 months, yes, I could see them giving us these medals. And as much as I would like to see these medals right now, I don't want to see them super nerfed. I mean, okay, a question for you guys. What do you guys think? And I don't know how well we're associated with the global version, but what do you guys think they would have to do to make these medals okay for us in the global version?
Like right now.
If I can go first,
Go.
I would say that they would have to change them entirely. They can't leave anything the same. For instance, one of the key features of this medal is that it is advantages over all attributes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want to spoil too much. Well, I'm going to end up spoiling it. I'm sorry
That's
to
fine.
all
Go
those
for
who
it.
are listening, but there will eventually be a high score challenge where a medal comes out, SDG version B,
Mm-hmm.
and that is basically the start of the medals that have the advantage over all attributes type. If they release these as they are, that makes that high score challenge completely irrelevant.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. But how long ago did you guys get that one?
About 4 months ago.
Right.
Time ago.
Yeah, so I mean, we're looking at a medal that we might get in 4 months. And see, and that's why I've always said I don't like to compare the JP version to our version because they're just so far apart. Did you guys get the Maui and Moana?
Nope.
No, we didn't.
Well, if you guys would have gotten Maui and Moana, would you have used them?
Nope.
No.
If it's the same as North America, no.
Yeah.
It would have no place.
Exactly. So, wow, Maui and Moana were actually global exclusive. I'm shocked. But they advanced our game, and see, that's where I'm kind of like, I kind of wish that we had, as I've said before, more communication from Square Enix North America, because I didn't know that till right now. I didn't know that Maui and Moana were global exclusive medals. And for those of you who play pretty much everyone who watches me plays global, you guys know what a difference those medals made for us. They made a gigantic difference. That high score challenge, they made a humongous difference in our game. So I wish that Square Enix would celebrate these things a little more. I wish they would be like, hey guys, guess what? You guys are getting exclusive medals just for North America. And guess what? They're actually going to help your game. They're not just filler. And they've done that before. They've given us other medals like that. Or not exclusive ones. Wait, did you... was Jack and Sally the same for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's why it was kind of interesting they actually gave Jack and Sally to us, because it is. I mean, Jack and Sally is no longer a game breaker, but it's still very much a huge influencer to those people who have it in the global version. But yeah, I mean, the whole point of this talk is, guys, I don't think we're going to get these medals. As much as it hurts me to say it, I just don't see them giving us these medals right now, because they would completely destroy our global game.
There's
Yeah,
only
I agree.
one way that I can see them giving you guys
Go for
these medals. For one, they're making it as rare as your current pools,
Okay.
like a PC Roxas. Then making it so it goes down to tier 3 guild, because
Yes.
an AoE medal at that high of a multiplier is not quite something you guys are going to be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And reducing and removing its effectiveness against all attribute types.
Do you think maybe just making them attributeless?
Making it so that they're effective against whatever they're effective against.
Oh, okay,
But
gotcha.
not super effective against everything, and they still keep their buff, or maybe move down to 2 turns like J and S.
Yeah, I could see
Maybe
that.
J and
I could
S
see the
medals,
2 turns. I could even see Sora staying, tier 4, and keeping even its damage. I would think just taking it to tier 4 would be. Wait, what does Sora do again?
I think if they're gonna make Sora come down from tier 4, they're also gonna remove his super effective ability.
Oh yes, no,
because-
yeah, you're right. So they would make him like attributeless. They would make him like a BC Mickey,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his multi right now on like max skilled at 150% is like 9.95.
Oof.
So that with super effective would just break North America.
Yeah, it would. No, and again, I want the medals because they're cool. I mean, come on, they're adorable. I want the medals, but I guess, well, last thing I'll say, and I'll let you guys wrap up some stuff, but and I'll say this again. You know what? No, I'm going to say this at the end. I'm going to say it's in. What else do you guys have to say about these medals? Please tell us anything else you can think about, how these medals have changed your guys' game, and any other ideas of how. And again, I'm asking you guys for ideas because I hope someone from Square Enix is watching, and I hope they're like, hey, you know what? Global really wants these medals, and here's some good ideas of how to make them relevant in our game. So, any other thing?
Yeah, I want. If they take all of the current medals that are out right now, move them down to basically mini Jack and Sally's, except for Sora. I'm just going to remove Sora from this. Maybe mini Jack and Sally's, and if they raise like just strength or just defense for that one tier for 3 turns, I'll make it tier 3 and then make them little medals underneath tier 4 guaranteed.
Right, tier 3 would be good.
Medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then make them tier 4 guaranteed Sora medal, and make that medal, get rid of its super effective against everything, make it tier 4, and then keep it with where it is with its multi and stuff, as it's a slightly more improved version of JNS, and it'll help people promote going towards that goal without making it so overpowered that it's not breaking the game.
Yeah, I like that. But you guys are all using them on your special Keyblades, right? Because we don't have those.
I can actually, I have to give props to X-Man here because he helped me with this math and kind of bring it out to me. But my current setup on Fenrir is Kairi, Sora, which is -1 general defense for 2 turns. Then I run Illustrated Leon, which you guys have yet to get, and that's a 1 tier power attack, 1 tier power defense. HD Roxas, which is -2 power defense, and then Riku version B, which is 2 tiers power attack for 2 turns. If I replace Illustrated Leon with Chibi Leon, then I can essentially be getting more power off of this tier 3 medal, because he'll be able to, tier 4 medal, because he's able to buff 3 tiers of minus power defense throughout the entire turn.
Wow.
And by the time I get to my last medal, on go to my 3rd turn, I'm getting so many buffs and stuff from like Isora B Iriku B going for 2 turns, Squall going for 3 turns, and then these medals start hitting a lot harder at that point,
right?
And it helps maximize how much my Keyblade's actually doing.
Yeah, and going back to why they can't be in the NA version, is a problem you would have with Sora is we have skills like SP2 and attack boost 3, and you guys don't. And also you're only just about to get your first gauge refiller, which key at 1. So you guys would struggle to use that in your main setups.
Well, and also key art 1 that we're getting, which is your key art 2. I mean, we're not getting it. A very select amount of people are getting it because you kind of had to spend $700 just to get 1. Well, 1 with 2 orbs.
And even then, you would still be at a gauge loss per turn, because obviously, if you add up all your other medals.
True. Wow.
So the tier 4 ones would probably be more of use to global for now.
Right.
And that's assuming that they don't increase the gauge cost, which is very likely.
Oh, yeah, because these are 1... Oh, yeah, we have had that constantly. We have had, they do change the cost a lot. See, and that would be good to know too, if we could have, because at this point in our game, the 2 games have deviated quite a lot. Not only in the tiers, because we even have some medals that are tier 3s that you guys, they weren't tier 3 for you, were they? They were tier 2s for you? Or something like that?
Like Santa Sora.
Yeah.
Halloween Santa Sora.
Yeah, so there's several medals that we have that are stronger than your guys's, but I think that was just to keep our game a little more relevant in the current way it was. Also, yeah, I've noticed that too. There's lots of medals that cost a little bit more for us, which I know it. Whenever people say, "Oh, it only costs 1 more," one SP gauge is huge in this game. which is why I run double APP and I try and run as many one cost medals as possible, because that's my fault. That's my problem. Anytime I try and do something, I always run out of AP. But yeah, seeing medals like this, it's incredible. Anyway, anything else you guys want to say?
Well, just on that note, on the subject of Attack Prize Plus,
Mm-hmm.
I have to admit, when I first moved to the JP version, and I still had that mindset of when I was playing the global version, I just threw Attack Prize Plus on everything because that is how we played the game.
Right.
And it took me quite a while, and talking to especially Temp and a lot of other people, to realize that, gauge isn't as big of a problem in this version. So the typical meta is to just throw Lux on everything, and it was just so hard to get that concept of not throwing APP on everything out of my mind, and really maximize my setups, especially for raiding.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of people, they come to me for raiding advice, build advice,
Mm-hmm.
calculation.
Oh yeah,
advice.
yeah, definitely.
Anybody from Japan, even NA players come to me, and they're just like, "What can I do here? What can I maximize here?" So that's one of the things that I tend to do a lot.
Anything?
Also,
Yeah, go for it, Dark.
A lot of people are assuming if they did come to global, that they'd be able to guilt them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's probably not what would happen. So
Yeah, and that's
Put it
another thing we
lightly.
need to talk about. If these medals are released currently in how they are released in global, they are going to be hopefully behind a 5 mercy pull, guaranteed 1, no orbs guaranteed on it. So you'd still have to pull 7 times. 70 times. No, 35 times. 35 times.
Well, actually, in Japan, there's no mercy. You're only
You guys
guaranteed to
don't
get
need
one
it.
random one.
Yeah, that's the thing. You guys don't need it because you're guaranteed the tier 4s every single time. Which
Yeah,
we are not.
It's kind of funny because I know some people have pulled like 26 times yet to get the Sora.
Really? So it's not all candies and rainbows in JP.
Especially now with this pull.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
so
thought that
RNG
yeah.
always comes into play in one way or another. It's just that along the way, that person who pulled 20 something times has all the other ones guilted, right?
More than likely.
Yeah,
Right.
he's
So
like-
in our
yeah.
game, you would have to pull 35 times to guilt just one. If there's 7 of these medals, how much is that? 7 times 35? Is it 35 times? No, it's not 35 times. Yes, it is 35 times. 7 times times 5, yeah.
5.
So how much is 7 times 35? I can't math right now.
245.
Okay, so you'd have to pull 245 times in the way that global is currently set up to be able to guilt all of these. Again, we don't have Mickeys and Brooms, so you'd have to really hope that you get really great guilts. So 235 times is 735,000 jewels.
Easy.
I don't even want
that's
to. I don't
crazy.
even want to continue. I want to stop there. I'm not going to continue doing the math. Okay, I don't want to finish doing the math here. 735,000 jewels is what it would cost you to potentially guilt every single one of these new medals if they were to come to global as they are right now. It's just impossible. It's sorry. It's not impossible because I'm sure someone would do it. But that's what it would take, guys. So, sorry. Final thing. Anything you guys want to say before I finish this? You guys can plug your own channels or anything you want to. I mean, please.
Yeah, I think I've said it all now.
Okay. So there will definitely be links to everyone's Discord, to their Kenshin and Temp stream. Dark, you don't stream, right?
No, not currently.
No, but Dark does run a huge Discord, guys. So definitely if you guys need JP help, go check him out. Also, like I said, Temp, he's always helping people out. He streams on Twitch, and Kenshin streams on Discord. On stream.me, and he is part of our multi-stream. So I'll leave everyone's links in the description. But to finish everything off, guys, it's a massive amount of money. A. And B, if we do get these medals, and that's if they stay the same way they were. If they only keep Sora as a tier 4 and then all the other ones are tier 3s, then it'll be much cheaper. It would be much cheaper to get them. It'd still be crazy. I mean, you'd probably look at pulling at least 50 times before you could guilt them all, maybe. And that's if you're lucky, because there's a lot of other ones there. But if you wanted to just guilt Sora, you're looking at a $700, like everything else has been lately. But finally, if we do get them, I'm not going to be mad if they're nerfed. Sorry. If we get them, I will not be mad when they are nerfed. Because there is no way in heaven or heck that they are going to release these exactly the same like next week. Because I know a lot of people have been saying we're going to get them this week. We're going to get them in the next polls. That's why they didn't give us anything in the last week or so, because we're bound to get them. It's just not going to happen, guys. We're not going to get these medals exactly the same. If they were to release these medals exactly the same, well, they would make thousands of dollars because I'm sure people would do it. They would. I mean, I am sure there would be someone out there who actually, I'm sure there would be multiple people out there who would spend 735,000 jewels to get all these medals and to guilt them all. And
but they would also mess up their schedule.
Yeah. True. Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure someone would spend them. I'm sure someone would spend the money and they would have them and we would all look at them with love and adoration in our eyes.
That 1%.
Yeah, they would do it, but it would be so far beyond everyone else that it would just, the rest of our games would be, the rest of us would be kind of just lagging so far behind. The power gap would go from being huge to just being monstrous. I mean, it would be impossible to catch people up anyway. But anyway, so if they release them, if they give them to us in global, I'm going to be happy because I like the medals. They're cool looking. And even if they nerf them incredibly, and like that was a great idea, make them mini JNSs. Great idea actually. Lower down Sora a little bit so he maxes out at like 350,000 damage, actually less than that, 150 to 200,000 damage, making him an attributeless hitter, kind of like BC Mickey or Jack Skellington. Give him that skill, give him that attribute perk or whatever. Make him a 250,000 damage dealer. He pulls up your game, but he doesn't completely break the game. And it's fine. It's fine if they do that. They're still going to be behind a huge paywall because that's how the game works. But I wouldn't be mad if they did that for us. I wouldn't be mad if they released the game like that for us. If anything, I'd be more scared if they released the medals exactly the same. But that's just my 2 cents. That's what I've been thinking. Ever since last week when people started saying, hey, do you think they're going to release them? Do you think they'll release them? No, I don't think they will. And I also don't think they're going to nerf them too much because, to be perfectly plain and simple, it's too much work.
Honestly, one thing I can see them doing is, besides taking them down like the tier 4s down to tier 3 and take Sora from tier 5 down to tier 4, I could see them making all of the other ones besides Sora single target to push sales for Sora.
Oh, that's a good idea too. Yeah,
it would be nice if at the very least they gave you the event to get the avatar parts.
The avatar parts, those are cool. Do they have any perks for you guys?
Rare enemy and raid boss, I believe. Let me go check my translation again.
Is it a huge amount?
Like +2, +4.
Huh. That's not so bad.
It's +2 for cool. The Land and Tama, +2 rare enemy perk, and then I think it's Rain. I think that's how you pronounce it. But Rain and Seraphy, and that's a +5 for your appearance perk. So.
Or maybe they could make one of the medals an event medal instead. Maybe nerf it and just so at least you have the the medal.
Yeah.
It would be a good way to avoid complaints when they do nerf it if they give it away for free as opposed to putting it in the polls.
That would be great.
Yeah, and then they could just keep the ability for another medal later. I don't
That's a
see
good
why
idea,
it
yeah.
have to be attached to the art.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, again, guys. Well, first of all, thank you very. Well, lastly, I guess, thank you very much for jumping in with me with this. I wanted to talk about this because yeah, it's amazing. This is awesome. This is, I mean, this is an incredible medal for JP. And again, I don't know anything about JP. I'm not going to try and pretend that I know anything that's going on right now in JP. And so, thank you very much for the people who jump. Blah, blah. Thank you very much to you guys for jumping on. And also, yeah, it's great to hear your guys' thoughts about this. And again, I encourage people, if you're not happy in the global version, there's this awesome other version out there. And there is a gigantic community that's willing to help you out to understand the game. And they're just doing it out of the goodness of their hearts, really. I mean, I've watched Temp. Temp does a lot of help on stuff, and I've never seen him ask for anything in return. I've seen Dark's Discord. I've seen all the talk and everything that goes on in there and how he's kept that. And it's amazing. It's amazing the community that's there. It's amazing how much people are helping each other to understand the game that wasn't really made for us, you know. And I've caught Kenshin stream a couple times too, and you know, he's there and he's answering questions too. He helps people to understand how to start playing it and everything. You know, it's crazy. I mean, it's awesome the amount of people we have out there willing to help each other. So if you're not happy in the global version, there's another game out there you can also support and play. But yeah, anything else you guys want to say?
No, I'm good.
No, I think you wrapped it up pretty well.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Check the description down below. There's going to be a lot of links out down there. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.